You said you're from Cork there. Tell us about Cork. Tell us about who your family or what your background is. Well, who else is from Cork? Who's got Cork connection? Right. For the Cork fan club there, tell them who you are.
Well, actually, I was born in the Liberties in Dublin. I was 2 months premature because my mother went into labour on the train, and so I had to go to St James's Hospital behind the Guinness Brewery. I had some trouble with my heart, so they brought me off to Harcourt Hospital. So I spent the first 6 or 7 months of my life in an incubator, which was kind of strange because I felt like, you know, I was living in a bit of a glass case. You know what I mean? And so, you know, then I went to school, normal school life, but you know, school didn't really work for me, so I became kind of autodidactic. And then I moved to the countryside, moved to a farm, where I found peace and quiet. I like living in the countryside. There was something about country people, Irish country people, something about the land that really made me very proud. My family, they don't live in Ireland anymore. They live in America, they live in Louisiana, they live in upstate New York, and my father and my brother, they live down in Spain. They're all musicians. I started playing the whistle and then started playing the guitar, and so, you know, writing music. And then sort of like the acting thing came along, and for me when I first started, this was simply, this is what I wanted to do as a job, but it was a job because I wanted to get out. Come on, and so like this was the, you know, the typical Irish story. I just wanted to get out of Ireland. I wanted to get out. I wanted to do something. You know, and it's kind of like my mother passed away a couple of years ago. My mother used to drink a bit, and I remember going in to see my mum in the lounge. And there was lots of guys that I used to see in the lounge, and they were young. They used to, you know, talk about what they were going to do. But they were still there when I was 16. And they didn't move off the bar stool, you know. And I wasn't going to do that. I couldn't. And there was something in me that couldn't do that. So then, you know, I've had so much rejection. I went to Hollywood, and you know, I was told no, 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 and then some people said yes, and then some other people said no. And then I came back and I did as much work as possible, and then they asked me to play Elvis Presley, and I said, "Oh, Elvis Presley, what are you talking about? I'm from Cork." And I was like, "Am I going to play Elvis Presley? Like, what's the story? Why I'm Elvis?" And I was like, you know, how am I going to do this? So I went to Louisiana, and I had 5 days in Louisiana to learn how to be Elvis Presley. So, you know, I went and I did the best job that I could. And then, you know, I've had ups and downs. You know, I've fallen down as much as I've gotten up. I think you do that in life. But you know, I've always remembered, you know, at the core of it, that being Irish is special.